Money Mental UK, hopefully, if this new streaming software is working, the channel dedicated to money and mental health. With me today for a live lunchtime hangout is Car Boot Chris from Cookie and the Haydens.
Hello, hello everybody.
I have literally no idea if we are live at all.
Let's have a look.
Good plan. Good plan. We're trying out this new streaming software, and I've got a new camera that Chris has sent to me.
We're on.
We're on. Okay. So I can't see any comments. Oh, there you go. So you have to click on comments, and you got stuff. Hi, Vintage Vandal. It doesn't tell us how many people are watching. Oh yeah, there's 5 in the top corner. Hi,
I
VV.
can't see that chat.
You got to click on comments.
No, I haven't got that option. Maybe it's just you as the host.
Oh, that sucks. Hi, Kirsten.
It does, doesn't it? So that means I've got to look on here.
Yeah, I've just gone live. The thing is just phone has gone off just to tell me. Hi, everyone. Sorry, we're testing out some new equipment. With me today, I've got Car Boot Chris from Cookie and the Haydens, so I'm sure you recognise. Legend that he is.
Yeah, okay.
I've been kindly donated some new lighting and a new camera. Oh, actually 2 cameras, but the other one hasn't arrived yet. So this is Chris's camera that he's kindly sent to me. Hopefully you can see me okay. Let me know what the picture quality, everything is like in the chat. And what the sound is like. Hi, Chris. Welcome. So Chris, tell me about your day so far, because this is your eBay day now that you've reduced your hours in work.
Yeah, this is my 1 day off a week now from my day job, where I concentrate on reselling eBay, Amazon, etc. It started off pretty well this morning. I got up nice and early, thinking about listing loads of stuff, and then oh, that's good.
Oh, sorry.
Is that you doing that?
Yeah, I didn't realise. Sorry, sorry about that. I thought the comment was hidden, but it wasn't.
Yeah, so I've listed a few bits on Amazon. I'm mainly doing clothes today in regards to eBay, which I know you don't really like clothes much.
You can't be a seller lad and sell clothes.
Yeah, but it's good money. It's good money.
I have sold the shirts this week. Literally, the shirt off my back is gone.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nobody's laughing at my hilarious jokes here. You realise if you come on this channel, you've got a list. You've got to laugh at every terrible joke I make. It's the rules. Yeah, this new cam's working well. Thank you. Shrekers are trolling. Hi, Shrek. Louise is there. Hello, Louise. How are you? So we've had a day. We've listed some stuff. What's your plan this afternoon?
More listing, because I wasn't planning on coming on live with you. Just because you messaged me, and I thought, oh, go on, we'll try this. It might be an idea to try this out and let you do your new camera and stuff. But I'll have to do overtime now, won't I, to finish what I was going to do. Just
tell Belle that she's cooking tea tonight.
Yeah.
Hi, Jay. Yeah, big comments. What else can we do here? Let's have a play, shall we?
What you can use that for is if anyone's got a question, you can bang the question up on the screen, can't you?
Oh, nice one. Yes, awful. That's not true. This giant comment is. How do I get the comment off then?
You need. That's a banner. That.
There we go. How's that look? This is just going to be us cocking about for half an hour. Serious reselling chat. So, Chris, I know you've started doing eBay. Not eBay. You've been doing eBay for years. I know you've started doing Amazon recently. We did have a brief chat about that off air. That it can be a bit of a nightmare. But how is it going overall for you?
I mean, when I say it's a nightmare, it's a bit of a pain to try and figure it out. It's not very user friendly. It just doesn't feel, it doesn't have the same personal sort of feeling as eBay has. But having said that, I am steadily making sales. I've got about 120 listings on Amazon at the moment, and the first couple of weeks I did really, really well because obviously people were picking off the best stuff. And then it went quiet for a couple of weeks, and I started thinking, is this for me? And then it's just, I sent another box of stuff up, and then I've had steady sales every day. I've had like 20 quid a day or something, which is all right because it's the only reason I wanted to go on Amazon really was for an extra income, so that when, because eBay does go quiet, it goes up and down like every other sales channel, but it's good to have that second income. So every 2 weeks you get paid by Amazon. So it's nice to have that little lump sum coming in every couple of weeks.
And is it some of your existing stock that you're shipping over, or is it new stuff that you've bought specifically for Amazon?
Just existing at the minute. When I first started out, I almost went through most of my stock room, scanning stuff, seeing if it were worth sending up. I've not particularly moved stuff away from eBay and up to Amazon. I've basically looked at the stuff that was unlisted and using it as an opportunity to create some space and get some stuff out quickly, because the good thing about when you're listing on Amazon, it's a lot quicker than listing on eBay. The overall process is long, especially if you're using FBA, because you've got to go through the shipping process and box it up and then send it out. But you could do like 30 or 40 items, and it will take you 3 or 4 hours to scan it, label it, and box it. Well, how long would that take to list on eBay? It would take, a good couple of days maybe to do individual listings like that. So it feels like it's taking a long time when you're doing it, but when you look at how many items you're sending up there, it can be quite worth it.
I suppose the other thing as well, yes, you are shipping it, but you're shipping it all together. You're not shipping individual orders, taking ages to package them. So there's probably a bit of a saving there. I'm due to start on my Amazon challenge. I've just broken my chair. I'm too fat for it. I've just started I'm starting on my Amazon challenge on next month in August. I'm going to focus on books, toys, and games. I've got loads of board games that I can send in that are just sat in my house waiting for me to photo for eBay. And I'm actually thinking, if I ship them to Amazon, even if the profit's less, as long as there's still a profit, the time I'm saving having to go and photograph that stuff, I'd rather just put it off to Amazon anyway.
The thing is, I looked at it in exactly the same way. Get it out of the house and send it up to Amazon, forget about it, and as long as it brings me something back. But actually, you'd be surprised. Some of the prices you can get are a lot more. I've sold 2 of, what's the octopus called in Finding Nemo?
You're asking the wrong man.
Oh, bloody hell.
Ask the chat, they'll tell you.
It's Hank, innit?
Is it Hank? Oh.
I think it's called Hank, right? And I bought 2 of these in the same car boot. Really, really unusual plush. I've never seen him before. Both of them were tagged, brand new. And I'm talking a decent size one. They were like that big. So I sold them as new on Amazon, sent them up there, and they achieved something like, one got something like 50 quid and one got about 30 to 40. But I'd have never got that on eBay, I don't think. I think you'd been looking 20 to 25 on eBay. But it was just looking.
We've just found where my plushies are going.
Yeah.
Get rid of my plush mountain.
I don't know about used plushies, though. I don't know. I haven't really checked them out on Amazon, whether we can send them or not. I just scanned that one because it were easy and I could scan the label and send it up.
Yeah. Tea Cake says, can't stay long, just having a cuppa, then out to a closing homewares shop, penultimate day, looking for some buys, some arbitrage.
I haven't really found much retail arbitrage recently. I don't know. I know I've seen that you found some, but I'm struggling a bit with it at the moment.
Picked these up for 98p in Tesco and Ipswich I've already sold one for $11.99. I've got that on. What did I get it on Saturday? I listed it Tuesday. It went yesterday, so it is out there, but you've got to look for it. The online arbitrage intrigues me, but it's not as much margin. But
Christos, you've spoke to Christos, haven't you? About
many times.
He was telling me about and it's not secret, is these arbitrage assistant things that you can sign up to, and actually they look quite good, but it requires a fair amount of investment. You've got to be willing to sort of buy in quantities when you see these things. But the bad side of it is that obviously the margins are not great, because by the time you send it up to FBA as well, you need to sell in quantity. Basically, if you're doing one-offs, it's not really worth it.
Yeah, and you get a return that could kill your margin straight away. Hi, Faith. So it's, for me, I'm gonna start off with exactly like yourself. There's not a shortage of stock that I've got around the house, so there's plenty of stuff. I've got train sets and all sorts that I can probably ship in there as well. So I'm just going to start off with the stuff I've got in the house and in the storage unit. Get a load of that shipped up. We're going to go around the local charity shop, scan some books, because I do that for eBay anyway. So it's not really much of a difference doing it for Amazon. Hopefully find a few of those to send up, and then when the money starts coming in, I'll reinvest it then into some arbitrage deals and whatever else.
Sounds like
I'm looking at a big pile of board games here that's like nearly floor to ceiling that can go in straight away. So I was saving them for Q4, but may as well just ship into Amazon now.
Yeah, definitely.
T-Cakes has got a question.
Can you put it on the screen? Yes.
An alert. So T-Cake says, I have a question Amazon related. Just shipped the first 2 items to Amazon and have an alert on selling coach for one of them. Few offers, list item. Can I relist as merchant while AMA fulfilling?
The
man who can answer that question is Christos, who's just joined us in the chat.
That's useful.
Christos, we've got a question on screen about Amazon. I'm not sure I understand it. It may make sense to yourself, Christos.
Coach. I'm not sure what kind of alert it is. I think that's the thing. Depends what the alert is.
I don't know the answer on that one, T-Cakes, but perhaps Christos will be able to help you. Nikki is saying, is FBA for new sealed tagged items only? No, it's not, Nikki. You can send anything in. Well, not anything. You do get restricted on categories and what you can send in, but yes, you can.
It's not an exact science either, because you can scan something and it will say to you, yes, you can sell this. And it'll give you all the different conditions that you can sell it in. So it's either new, used, collectible. But sometimes it'll say you can sell it new but not used, or sometimes it'll be used but not new. So you literally have to check each time before you know for sure. And even then, you can send something up to Amazon because they've said it's okay for you to sell it. And at any point, they can tell you, sorry, you're not allowed to list in that category. You then have to pay to get it all back, which has happened to me a couple of times.
What a pain that is.
Yeah.
Surely they could say,
I don't know, complain, but obviously they don't care.
It's just mad, that, isn't it? Surely they should say, oh, we've made a mistake here. We'll let you sell the ones that you've sent in.
I think it's in the small print, to be honest, that we have the right to shut down a category at any time, and at which point you either have to have it sent back, which does cost you money, or they destroy it for you.
Yeah, as in sell it on.
Yeah. That's
So
what goes in those big pallets that you buy at auctions of Amazon stuff that people haven't been sent back.
So Christos says, general rule, ignore selling coach. Amazon's goal is to sell things as cheap as possible. So they're selling coach designed to get you to drop prices, etc.
Yeah, I know what she means now. That it's an automated thing, isn't it, Christos? It's an automated assistant at the bottom. Yeah, I don't pay a lot of attention to that at all.
I'm not very good with things telling me what to do anyway. I tend to ignore them. Sean says, Sean's doing really well on the Amazon at the minute. He says, be careful when sending car boots to Amazon, especially as new, as you don't have a receipt and Amazon is strict. I have heard if you've got a return, they can ask for a copy of the receipt, which is difficult if you bought it from a car boot sale because you ain't got one.
Well, this is what happened to some of my items are sent up. They were Funko items, and when I scanned all these items, I was allowed to sell them, and they arrived up at the warehouse. They went on sale for a few weeks. I sold a few. Then all of a sudden, Amazon shut down the category on me and said, you can only sell these if you show us a receipt or a letter of authorization from Funko, which I'm never going to get in a million years.
Yeah.
And obviously I couldn't provide that, so I just had to have the items sent back to me.
What a pain. I've got a load of Funkos at the minute that I've got.
I wouldn't risk sending them up to Amazon just for that reason. At the moment, I believe Funko, there's an issue with Funko at the minute. A lot of Amazon sellers are having it shut down. And obviously,
I've just checked my stream, Rod. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I've had a look.
You are a bit pixelated there, Andrew.
Am I?
Yeah. I'm wondering, you know what? I'm wondering if it's your internet connection more than anything. What speed are you on?
I'm on the highest they've got, whatever it is around here.
You're not still on the WAP, are you?
Pardon?
You're not still on the WAP.
God, did I still have that? 2G. Wasn't even called 2G, was it? No, I might have to move the router.
Is it far away from you?
So I'm not sure if there's a telephone socket in this room. Actually, I can put it in, but it's on the middle floor of the house.
Could be that. Or get a Wi-Fi extender.
Yeah, could get a range extender. I'll have a look afterwards.
Because the stream started fine when the quality was really good, so that the camera's quality hasn't changed. It's got to be your connection.
He might be using it downstairs. He's on a day off.
Okay. Yeah, could be that.
He could be streaming something. Get off the internet. What's going on in the chat? Chris, did you do Amazon Merchant before you started FBA? Nikki asks.
No, I didn't. No, I just went straight into FBA. And I've kind of gone the other way around now. I've actually just listed some stuff this morning that I'm going to do by FBM, simply because I've got those items listed in multiple places. So if I send it to FBA, that's it. I've got to take it off the other places, because if it sells somewhere else, it's impossible to deal with. So yeah, I've got a few bits on FBM today as well.
Fair enough. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? And Merrill Lins. I can never say people's YouTube names properly. So overall then, I know you've had your ups and downs with it, but do you think it was worth getting into?
I think so, yeah, definitely. It certainly brought me, I've probably brought in, I don't know, probably 500 quid since I started profit.
That's not bad at all.
Because sometimes the disheartening thing about Amazon is that they send you the money after all their fees have been taken out of it. So it feels like you're getting less. Whereas with eBay, you get the full amount and then you pay your fees out of it.
Yeah.
And you pay your PayPal fees out of it. So it feels like, yeah, I've just sold something for 20 quid. Now I've got to pay PayPal and eBay for the pleasure of selling that item. But with Amazon, they take all that away from the price, and then they might send you 10 or 12 pound, and you think, oh, not really got much, but at least you haven't got anything else coming out of that.
Fair enough. Rod's got a question for you.
Okay, Chris, have you got your season ticket for the greatest team in the world? No, I had a season ticket for 2 years, Rod, and I was lucky enough to see the Centurions season. So I didn't actually think it was going to get much better than that until last season when we did the quadruple, obviously. Yeah, we did it. We had a season ticket for 2 years, and we just couldn't really. It was expensive, obviously, and also we were finding that we were arranging our lives around making sure we got to the football. And as much as we really, really enjoyed going to the matches, it became a bit annoying that we can't go away this weekend because there's a home game on, or we had to look up the home matches before we booked our holidays, and that was simply because of the amount of money we were spending on the tickets. It's like you don't want to miss a game when it's costing you that much money. So yeah, we decided to. We did a couple of years, and then we had to let them go. Really, that was a long answer.
Been a long time since I had a season ticket. I think it was Blackpool FC I last had a season ticket for.
I remember you saying.
I've retired from the dating game at the minute as well, Chris. I'm focusing purely on eBay and Amazon until I'm a millionaire.
Oh, blimey. That's a bit sad. Why?
So I'll only be, well, it's sad for the ladies. It'll only be a few weeks.
I'm sure you'll be back on it soon.
Who knows? No, I've had a delivery apparently that came 6 hours ago. So how much do you find that the Amazon's taking time away from your eBay? Or because I've seen that you've just hit a listing milestone on your eBay.
Yeah, we got to 900 on eBay this morning, and then some bugger bought something and it's gone down to 899. I mean, you just can't account for these people, can you?
I've been pushing to get to 600 listings, and if nobody had bought anything from me this week, I'd have it. But because people keep buying stuff, it's a right pain. And then I'm shipping stuff, so that takes me away from listing. I've listed nearly 100 items, and I'm only on 576 listings now.
That's pretty good. 100 items in a week.
Yeah,
that's pretty good going. That.
Yeah, happy with that. But it triggers the sales, doesn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, you can't really grumble, can you?
Question: do you get far more returns with Amazon than your eBay shop? Also, in a nutshell, what's the process of Amazon returns? I have no idea. I've never had a return on Amazon. I've never sent anything.
I have. In the first couple of weeks, well, with Amazon FBA, obviously, Amazon deal with all the returns for you. But it takes forever, to be honest with you. They accept pretty much a return for anything. The bad thing as well is that I found that somebody returned something without the original packaging, which was annoying, but I could do nothing about that. Also, the process does take a long time. The authorize a return, it takes a few days for the item to come back, and then it takes a few days for it to be processed back into the system again. If it's not in a saleable condition, they will not put it back up, and then you have to get it returned to yourself. So from an FBA point of view, they sell it as being, we'll deal with all the returns for you, which they do, but it's a bit frustrating, I've found. I mean, Christos might be able to shed more light on it.
If it comes back and it's clearly been damaged by the user or something like that, any recourse to get your money back, or are you screwed?
Not sure on that, to be honest with you. I mean, I hardly get any returns on eBay. Touch wood. I hardly get any returns on eBay. And in my first 6 weeks with Amazon, I've had 3 returns. just because they want to send them back for no other reason, not damaged or anything, which is fine because it's the regulations, isn't it? But people seem very, very, much more likely to send it back from Amazon.
Yeah, I think that's just so easy for him.
Yeah,
I'm so used to doing it.
Because if you're on Prime, Amazon Prime, do you get free returns?
Yeah,
right. That's what it is.
So anyway, yeah, I've never paid to return anything on Amazon. It's always been free. So yeah, awesome. I look forward to getting loads of returns. I don't get returns on eBay really. I had one return, which was I saw the baseball cap, and it was a second-hand one. The snapback or whatever stickers they have on it. Well, he took it off and he said, "Oh, it's faded underneath the sticker." And I was like, "Well, yeah, that it will be. It's a second-hand cap." So he returned it, but then eBay gave me my money back. They didn't accept his return or whatever. So, but I still had to pay the postage to have it back, which is a pain.
Sometimes, because I sell quite a few caps, sometimes I will gently peel that sticker off to see what it's like underneath. Because a lot of the time it's not just faded, but it can just be dusty.
Yeah.
So I always take that sticker off and just give it a good wipe, because you can normally get rid of any obvious sort of mark and then try and stick it back on when it's dry. You learn.
I'm learning. I don't want to do caps.
I love doing caps. I've still got about 100 left to list, but every now and again I do a batch of about 5 or 6 caps, and then I'll move on to something else. I
think I've maybe got about half a dozen caps left that I need to list, and I've got about 3 boxes full of clothes. I'm only picking up clothing now if it's like football shirts or something like that, or football boots. Everything else I can't. It just takes too long for me to sell it. I can't be bothered sitting. I just get fed up with looking at it. Rod wants to know if you've sold any gay Chubba Chop ones. Give me a minute. Keep going, and I'll be back with something I've got.
Oh bloody hell! I know what you're gonna do here. I haven't sold any, Rod. No, not in the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to drop the price on them, I think. Cut my losses a bit. What else have we got in the chat? Hi Richard, good to have you on board. And they're not gay caps. I only listed rainbow because I thought it might. Well, they were rainbow coloured, but I thought it might get sort of the Pride sort of season, if you like, the summer Pride events. But essentially, they're not. They're not for that. Christoph says, "What are we up to at the weekend?" I've got to get to some car boots at the weekend, because me and Andrew have got a car boot challenge. Oh, here he is.
Hey,
that suits you. That's belting. You need to wear that going around the car boots.
I purchased this from Chris's store. Came beautifully packaged and presented. That's your thumbnail. I'm knackered. I've just done 3 flights of stairs. That's your thumbnail there. I had to go to the dungeon to get this.
I felt in that. It suits you.
Well, that is because I appeal to all sexes and genders, Chris.
But it is not a gay cap. That's Rod, that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure on the listing description you had something about gay pride.
No, listen, it was a suggestion that because of the rainbow colours in the cap, that it could be suitable for a pride event, as well as a festival, as well as whatever else. I can't remember now.
How much profit did you make out of me on this one then? 50p?
What did you pay for it?
£5 plus postage.
Oh yeah, you put a best offer in, didn't you? You put a cheeky offer in. £5, so probably around £3.
Bloody hell. I offered £3 and you rejected it. Oh, Kirsten's off. Bye, Kirsten. Everyone thinks this suits me. Well, you know, I'm a good-looking man. I can appeal to anyone. Get down Canal Street and flog him in the pubs, Rod says.
Could do that, couldn't I? I could get battered down there, though. It can be a bit rough sometimes.
I'm just catching up on the chat. Picked up.
Who was it? Christos asked us what we were doing at the weekend.
Oh, I'm going to an office party tonight. So I'm going to get stupidly drunk and do my best impression of George Best. Then I will spend Saturday recovering, and on Sunday I've got to go to the car boot to get some more stock for our car boot challenge.
That's what I was just saying. I've got to probably do 2 car boots at the weekend to make sure that I have some decent stuff for this challenge. So I'm going to hand pick the best stuff out of the 2 car boots.
I've just paid me fees for my storage unit, so I need to actually sell some stuff as well. But I'll get some good stuff.
Are you still going with your storage unit?
Yeah. It's I need to once he's moved out, I need to use his room as temporary storage, and then I'm just going to clear room by room, because at the minute I emptied the house once and now I filled it back up again. So I need to stop doing that because I haven't got the room to fill a box at the minute.
But if you're losing your house, mate, then you have got a bit of room.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll have room to fill up some boxes, take them to the unit. The unit's about 3/4 full now.
Could you not sack your unit off and just use a spare room in your house?
I've got too much stuff. It wouldn't fit in. To be fair. But plus, I think the money I make from that is more than the money I spend on the unit, if that makes sense as well. So I worked out, taking off council tax and electricity and whatever else, gas stuff, and the cost of the unit. I'm still 200 quid a month better off renting out that room. So that'll be the plan. Cool. Anyone got any questions? When's the Ipswich vlog coming out? I don't know, Christos, to be honest. I can't say on that front at the moment. Not sure. I've got another video that might come out later today where I met Hutch from the Car Boot Bible. He came over to Wrexham to see me. So I've got literally a 2-minute short video that I might release this afternoon if I get a chance to knock it together. But I don't think other people have released their Ipswich vlogs. I've not had a chance to watch any of them yet.
Is it the full Car Boot Bible, the team?
No, it's just Hutch. We did ask Bet, but he didn't reply.
Oh, it's a shame.
He's got his new channel, of course, now, the 8-bit bit. Yeah.
Some good videos on there. If it's anything like the Car Boot Bible channel, it'll have some good content. You want to see some of the clothing that I'm about to list when we come off here?
Go on then.
Just for something completely boring for you.
You know, I love clothing. Oh yeah, Washington Redskins.
Yeah, and it's an official T-shirt, but don't ask me how much I'm going to list it for because I haven't done any research on these yet. Probably a tenner or something. No, this one is what is it actually? It's a Pringle like active top type thing. Am I in the middle of the screen there or
move to the right slightly? That's it.
Is that the middle?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite nice. I actually quite like it myself. So
that's the big problem I have when I pick up clothes as well. If they're in my size, they ain't getting sold.
Well, this top cost me £1. This Levi's top at Car Boot, and I bought it to sell, but then I put it on and I thought I quite like this. Yeah, I decided to keep it. I
bought this Emporio Armani T-shirt to sell, and then I realised it's fake. It only cost me £1. It fits me.
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? How did you know it was fake?
Well, because it's a real poor quality fake. To be fair, it's in bits already.
Did you not clock that when you bought it?
No.
No, I just picked it up.
This is why I don't do clothing.
So this is a lady's jacket.
To the right.
It's Sonetti. It's probably the wrong time of year for it, but I'm on GSP, so somewhere in the world it's cold.
Fair enough.
Basketball. Jersey.
Oh, I've got some of those. Hang on. Look at this.
Bloody hell. Who's that?
It's the Hawks. I think it's. I want to say. Don't know who they are, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest.
It's an official NBA one.
Yeah.
Cost me £1. I've actually got loads of clothes here. I've even got. What's this? A Dockers shirt. You know, Levi's basically.
Oh, yeah.
I just like actually. DKNY shirt, all sorts going on.
I've got this one here, this Fire Trap ladies top. Now, I don't really pick up ladies stuff, but when it's £1 and it's a Fire Trap like that, then I'm happy with that. If anyone's tuning in now, there's me and you showing all this clothing, and you've got a dodgy cap on. It's like, what the hell's going on?
What have I got here? I've got Edinburgh Woolen Mill. Actually, yeah, I don't even know I picked this up. Does it fit me? Maybe I picked it up for me. No, it's a size medium. That'll never sell.
I like your optimism. What about this one then? This retro Adidas.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
KFC says she sold the cake coat today. She might have a chance. I've got this, but I've just noticed that are these things on the back just stuck on with Velcro or something on yours?
No, but you know what you can do if you iron it. Oh God,
Yeah.
This is a great chat, this, isn't it? If you get the iron, if you get the iron out and iron it from the inside, it should re-stick it back.
Fair enough.
That could be a 60-second tip. That
I think do that because that's the only way I'm going to remember.
Now I pick these up, but I never pick jeans up. But these are Henry Lloyd.
Oh yeah. What size? Are they my size?
God no, you wouldn't even get one leg in these. I don't think.
Fair enough.
32.
No chance. Too fat for that.
So yeah, that's what I've got to finish today before I can call it a day.
I've got. What's this one? Another quality pickup. Uniqlo. I don't even know who they are. Why I picked it up. I only pay £1 for clothing anyway.
The vintage stuff is good to look out for, you know, like that Adidas.
Yeah.
Any of the 90s, 80s, 90s vintage sort of brand stuff is worth picking up.
I don't know what I'm going to do with any of that stuff. I can't even give that away.
Oh, just get it listed. The NBA stuff. Yeah, get it listed.
I've got a steamer and everything, but I think I think basically come September, I'll start listing clothes again.
The thing is, you know, how you sort of said that, you know, you keep stuff for Q4. I just don't keep anything for any period because I just think that people just buy stuff. I sold a Christmas thing the other day. And also I had an offer of £30 on some Christmas Disney baubles, which I didn't accept because they're worth a lot more. They're like vintage Disney baubles for Christmas. Oh, yeah. You know, I could have sold them as well. So I don't think it's worth holding anything for any time. Just get it listed.
You know, I only say I'm holding it for Q4 because I'm too lazy to list it.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is, isn't it?
I've got my Q4 pile in the storage unit, but there's a good chance it won't come out for Q4. Look for Uniqlo designer collabs, says 50 Trooper. Is that an actual brand then, is it? Oh, he's saying Uniqlo is okay. Fair enough. I have no idea why I picked that up. But there you go. I'm an expert clothing seller, as we can tell. Getting hot. Christmas in July. I have sold. I sold some Christmas decorations about 2 weeks ago.
What did you sell?
Disney, Primark. Probably got some more actually. Like Disney Primark Christmas hanging hooks. I think it cost me 50p in Primark. I sold them for a tenner. Love picking up stuff in Primark and flipping it.
I do. When it's sale time in Primark, I pick up quite a bit. I was selling the Atari hoodies. Remember, I wore one on one of my videos, and I sold 4 or 5 of those at nearly 30 quid a piece, and they cost me about £6 in the sale.
Bargain. I sold some. I don't touch children's clothes normally. I had to be careful how I said that. Then I nearly said I don't touch children normally. I don't touch children's clothes normally, but they had some Chewbacca onesies in Primark going for about 3 quid. So I picked up about 5 of those and sold them for 20 quid each. But that was dead easy because somebody had obviously copied the pictures off the Primark website for one of their listings. So I thought I'll just use those pictures.
Yeah. I'm getting worried about you, Andrew, because the other week in your group, you put a post out saying buy, sell, list, and then I thought it said rape. And it said repeat, didn't it? But
yeah,
the way you'd written it, because it had gone on 2 lines or something, it looked like rape. And there was about 20 people that commented after me. I was the bravest one to say that looks like rape. But there you go. We're bringing it to a new level.
I think we've probably just triggered a few people.
Kez18 said, were all these clothes charity pickups and charity shop pickups? Well, mine were a mixture of charity shop and car boot, which is generally where I get most of my stuff anyway.
Mine's all charity shops. It's all stuff I'll have picked up last year. Before I started hitting the car, before I knew what I was doing, basically. Now I know what I'm doing. I don't touch clothes. Yeah, all charity shops. There's one near me that does everything for £1. Basically, whatever piece of clothing it is, doesn't matter if it's brand new with tags or whatever, it's still £1. It's been out of those donation centres, so they I just go in there occasionally. I used to go in there and pick up loads of clothes from them and then never list them or sell them.
We've got a pound type charity shop with clothing in it, but whenever I look in there, it's just full of absolute rubbish. I think sometimes these pound ones are the stuff, they're like sale shops. So it's stuff that the other shops haven't managed to sell at £2 or £3. So they send it all to the pound shop. So I don't find a lot of luck there. I find mostly like car boots. Like if you're able to have a look on some of the rails and pick up some stuff, because people don't seem to buy a lot of clothing at the car boots. So you can snaffle some good ones.
Yeah, I must admit I don't tend to look at the clothing, the car boots. I look at the boots and the trainers, the football boots and the trainers and stuff. But unless it's a football shirt or sports shirt, I tend to ignore it. A lot of the clothing I see at the car boots here, especially the brand new stuff, it tends to be fake anyway. Matt wants to know if the Stockport cancer research is still £1.
There is is it cancer research? I can't remember if it is that, but I'm guessing that it is. Yeah, the one that's I was going to say the one opposite the pound shop, but Stockport's full of pound shops, so that would help. That would help you in no way whatsoever.
Sounds like Wrexham.
Yeah, it's like pound shop city.
Got a pound shop.
I think it is cancer research. That still £1.
They have pound shop, charity shop, pound shop, charity shop, pound bakery, Greg's, charity shop.
Here's a question for you then, Andrew. Have you bought anything in one of the Poundland shops or Pound World that you've flipped?
I've bought stuff in. I've got my Poundland mugs still listed for £7 at the minute. Everyone else is selling them. I can't sell mine for love nor money.
What kind of mugs are they?
Just literally mugs that say £1 on them, Poundland.
Oh, right. Branded Poundland mugs.
Branded Poundland mugs. Other people can flip him, so I thought, I'll buy a couple of those because, you know, if they do sell, I can just add the quantity.
Yeah, there's a couple of YouTubers, isn't there, that I've seen a couple that go around the pound shops and pick stuff like cosmetics and that. Now, I'm not even going to go anywhere near that kind of stuff, but I believe that there could be money in some of it.
I know that the people have done bundles of there's Poundland lorries. I think I've got one.
Yeah,
I'm sure I've got one in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Diecast ones that people have sold as well, but for whatever reason, people won't buy them from me, which is a shame because you could literally just walk over there. It's only about a 10-minute walk. Take a 20 quid note in and double my money.
you know how Pound, is it Poundland or Pound? About which one's gone bust?
Pound World, is it?
Right, so it's Poundland is like the king now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not worth buying any media in there at all.
No.
In Poundland, like DVDs, Blu-rays, books, games, it's not worth because it all comes from Music Magpie. It all comes from there. So it's been pre-scanned. It's been checked for any value. So it ain't even worth scanning a thing in there at all because it's like end of the line sort of stuff. I bought a fair bit of like Blu-rays for myself for my collection because they have some decent titles, but it's nothing to sell though.
50 Treeper says he went into a pound shop the other day. I'll put it on screen. Got £149 body wash on eBay and Amazon. They go for a tenner, so he's going back to empty them out. So I wouldn't even know what I'm looking for in that space at all.
Hang on a minute.
Body wash for me is a bath.
I went into Pound Shop the other day and got a £149 body wash. I don't understand that.
I think he's saying they're selling it for a tenner and it's 149 quid on eBay.
Oh, right. That's weird, isn't it? Why are they selling stuff for a tenner?
It's like Jacoby things I was flogging. That cost 20 quid each that I was buying for 99p in Home Bargains and flogging for 20 quid. They just buy them wholesale off somebody who's gone bust. Oh, 149.
Oh, I get you.
They're selling it for 149. It goes for a tenner.
Oh, see.
I was thinking I was going to have to drop. I was thinking I was going to have to retire from my leaving Instagram just so I can message Matt and say what's all this about.
Yeah.
£10 into 149 quid. I'd be going for it.
Yeah, definitely. But who'd pay that for body wash anyway?
I probably need some for myself, to be fair. Bought for 149, they sell for £10. Fair enough. All right.
Not bad.
I think it's probably time we get back to listing, unless there's any other questions in the chat. Which body losh?
Everyone's going to want to go and get some of that now.
Problem is, as soon as Matt says what it is, everyone will go out and buy it, and the market will get flooded and the price will go down like that.
Yeah, don't say any more.
Fat finger syndrome. All right, I don't think there's any more questions in the chat, so I'll let people get back to the days. I've got to get ready for my big night out tonight and get my orders shipped out. Thank you, Chris. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Everyone's leaving the stream to go hunting for body wash.
Yeah.
Day off today, Rod. All right, if I press end broadcast, I think that'll end the live. Oh, hang on. What came first, the chicken or the egg? That is not a question, Sean.
Oh, don't even ask Andrew that. We'll have arguments for the next month about what that is. When's Chris next live? Don't know. Probably with Bargain Bell at some point in the next few days. I expect weekend maybe.
Sunday. Show what you got for your 50 quid challenge.
Well, we need to do that, don't we? We need to show what we've got. So
not sure what to do Sunday, to be honest.
In maybe midweek. we'll come on live with you, Andrew, in the midweek, and we'll do part 2 of the car boot challenge.
Sounds good to me. All right, folks, have fun looking around pound shops for stuff that Thrifty Treat recommends. See you all soon.
See ya. Bye. Are we on or off?